I have discovered an ICT gold trading strategy that is insanely profitable. Just from testing the strategy out myself and back testing, this could definitely pass your funded challenge. You could even use the strategy on your funded account to make consistent gains because it is just that good. Now, if you are taking your trading seriously and you want to make a stable income from trading, make sure you listen to this strategy, as this strategy is so mechanical. You can just copy what I tell you, follow a rule-based system, and you will be profitable. No more losses, no more struggling with trading. Trading is so simple. I always tell people you need to follow a strict rule-based system and you will be profitable. So a quick introduction to this strategy. As I said, it is a gold trading strategy. It may work on other pairs. You can backtest that for yourself. However, I do recommend you stick to gold as it is the best performing in my backtesting. So now this strategy is from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So let me just write that out for you guys. Not a.m., p.m. So we will only be taking one trade per day in this one time window. This is good for a lot of traders who are glued to the charts, basically, who are staring at the charts 24/7. Simply hop on the charts when it is our kill zone, our time window, and start to look for opportunities. Now, this is EST time, so if you do not have EST time, simply go in here on your trading view, UTC-4 New York, and you will be on EST time at the same time as me. All ICT strategies that I teach are in UTC-4, so this is what we'll be using. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Now, what other factors do we have? What other rules do we have before looking for the strategy? As I said, we can only trade it on gold, and we will be using two time frames, the 15-minute and the 1 minute. So I will demonstrate later in the video how we use these two time frames. So let's get into a step-by-step breakdown of the strategy, starting off with a step 1. Now, step 1, you'd want to hop onto your charts slightly before 8 p.m, right before our kill window opens. So now pretend this is our 8 p.m, this is 10 p.m for example, and we have market out here playing out. So now, before our kill window, what we want to do as our step 1 is mark out the most recent high and the most recent low on the 15-minute time frame. This is all done on the 15-minute. Now, this is simply just to mark out our liquidity to see which way liquidity will be swept, to the upside or to the downside. So now, if market were to come into our kill zone and sweep our low, we know we are buying. If market sweeps the low, we are looking for buyers. If market were to come and sweep the high, we are looking for sells. So in our case, we're going to say market swept the lows, for example, which means we are looking for buys. So from here, we want to move on to our step 2, which is wait for a market structure shift. Now, if you do not know what a market structure shift is, it is simply a change in trend. So if market were forming higher highs, higher low, higher low, higher low, and then if market were to come and we were to get a change in trend as such, as you guys can see, we went from all that bullishness to getting that change in momentum to that bearishness. As you can see, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. However, now we get a higher low and also a lower low. This change in trend is our market structure shift. We would mark it out right here. Now, what do I mean by displacement? Displacement, I simply mean I want market to move quickly right here. I want a explosive move right here. So I want market to move with a lot of momentum to confirm my move to the downside or confirm my move to the upside based on what I am looking for. This is a reversal pattern. So this displacement simply confirms to me with that explosiveness, market does want to move in the desired direction. And usually in displacement legs, there is a fair value gap you can enter off. So once we have gotten that market structure shift, for example, this is a market structure shift right here. Just imagine. Now, the drawing may not be doing justice. This brings us on to our step 3, which is our entry. Now, entry must be before 10 p.m. Just to state, entry must be before 10 p.m. Now, our kill zone, our time window is simply there to say when we can place a trade. If market were to sweep liquidity before, this is not a problem. If market were to sweep liquidity inside of this trading window, it is not a problem. However, what is a problem is entering outside of this time window. The thing about this time window is it is when Asian session starts. So this is when the majority of market liquidity for gold is coming in. This is why the strategy works so well. Now for entries, simply as I said earlier, if we do get a displacement leg and we do have a favorable fair value gap, that will be my choice of entry. So if we get a fair value gap, simply I'm going to mark up my fair value gap. Look for any additional confluences such as a BPR, breaker block, anything of the sort. If not, I'll just enter off my fair value gap and we will be targeting 1 to 2. Now, we will be going break even after our TP is hit. So strict 1 to 2 RR and break even after TP is hit. Now, we can also enter off our order block right here. If we do get a favorable order block, which is valid, we can simply enter off the order block and again, target 1 to 2. As simple as that. And break even after 1 to 1 is hit. This is why the win rate of this strategy is so high, because we follow a strict mechanical process. Now, I'm going to hop onto the real market on gold and show you guys a couple examples of the strategy playing out and just showing you how often it works and how good the win rate is. Make sure you guys don't skip this part as you will miss out on crucial information I'm going to share with you guys. So let's get straight into it. Now, the first thing you want to do is to get this indicator right here, which will be very helpful for you guys. So come to indicators, type in sessions, click sessions on chart by Aurochs_AIF, and you have this pop up, this overlay. So now click on settings, simply untick London and New York. Now in Tokyo session, you want to type in 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., which is our kill zone. And guys, do not get confused. Do not type in 8. This is a 24-hour clock. Is not 8 a.m. It is 8 p.m. So hit OK and you will get this overlay right here, which is very helpful when you're backtesting or very helpful when you're trading live, so you can see when the market is in our kill zone. All right, guys, I am on my first example right here. Now we are on gold and we are right before our kill window, roughly about 8 o'clock, 8:15. So as our step one says, we are going to mark out the most recent high and the most recent low. So this is what I'm going to do. Now, I'm going to wait for a sweep of either the high or a low. Now, so if I play out market, you can see we do get market slightly come in for more liquidity to the upside right here. And we take out the lows. What is a sign of us being bullish? When market is forming liquidity to the upside and we are taking liquidity to the downside. So this just shows me that market wants to move up. This is our confirmation to buy right here. So from here, our step 2 is to drop down to the 1 minute and look for a market structure shift. Which have I gotten? Yes, I have. If you haven't seen it, I'll play it out for you guys. A market structure shift is a change in trend, as I showed you guys. We are forming lower high, lower high, lower high. So I need the next high to be here, a higher high. So we're going to wait for market to get a convincing close above this candle right here. So if I play out market, you can see we do get a pretty convincing body close right here. So now, where do we have our fair value gap or order block entry? We have an amazing fair value gap right here, which you can enter off. So simply I'm going to enter off this fair value gap, strict 1 to 2. Stop loss right below the swing low. And as I said, targeting 1 to 2, which just so happens to be right at our liquidity right here. So if I play out market, boom, we get a tap in. Straight up, straight reaction of the fair value gap, and we smash full take profit. Now this trade did actually run quite a bit. However, it is important not to get greedy with your trades and not to go aim for your 1 to 5s, 1 to 6. If you just stick to a strict mechanical plan, you don't let your emotions get involved, you don't let the fear of missing out get in where you're like, oh, this trade hit 1 to 7, I could have held 1 to 7. This will mess up your ideology, this will mess up your psychology. This is the worst thing for you to happen to your trading. So if you keep a clear mind, a rule-based system, you will be profitable. Follow these rules. As you guys can see, if you do this every day and you hit a 1 to 2, risk 1%, that's 2% every single day. So on to the next example. All right, on to the second example. Now I showed you guys a buy scenario. I'm going to show you guys a sell scenario. So what is our step 1? Mark out the most recent highs and most recent lows. So it's our swing high, swing low, as shown right here. Now, play out market and see what market takes out. As you guys can see, market very clearly takes out the high right here. So we are looking for sells. So dropping down to the 1 minute, looking for a market structure shift. I'm going to play out market and see where, and very clearly we do get a market structure shift just as shown right here. So Now, what do we leave behind? We leave behind a very, very nice fair value gap right here. So now I'm going to enter off this fair value gap, strict 1 to 2, as usual. As you guys, that's a little bit more than I wanted to, as you guys can see right here. 1 to 2. Now, if I play out the trade, boom, we do get a tap in right here. And market does smash. Now, it did take quite a while. However, we did end up getting it. Nice 1 to 2. And as you guys can see, our entry is right before 10 p.m. However, if this was to go over 10 p.m., I would not take this trade and I would just call it quits for the day. It better be safe than sorry in trading. Do not let your emotions get involved. So, just as simple as that, we've bagged another 1 to 2 RR. And guys, if you are noticing on the dates, these trades are literally days apart. So imagine what you could do in a month. Imagine what you could do in a year. How much percent you can make on your account. How much profit you can make. How many accounts you could pass. Alright, now the third and final example, just to showcase an order block entry. Now, we have a high right here, low right here. Now, let's wait for market to take out one. We take out the high, just like that. Now, I'm going to drop down to the 1 minute, wait for my market structure shift. And you guys can see I'm just talking like a robot. You may notice that I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. That's just because this is simply what the strategy is. Now, I'm going to play out market and wait for a market structure shift, which we do kind of get right here, which is valid in fact. So, as you guys can see, we do get a market structure shift, that change in trend, which confirms our move to the downside. Or you could even say this is our market structure shift, for example. So, what do we leave behind? A nice order block right here, which I'm going to enter off now. If I play out market, now before market gets close to our zone, I was just about to say, I'm going to place my limits. Entry here, stop loss above this high right here, and again targeting a strict 1 to 2. So now if I simply play out market, boom, we get that tap in. We do have market play around in our zone a little bit. As you guys can see, we come down, come up again, and we come down to smash full take profit. So this strategy is this simple. Now, if you've made it this far, well done. You are taking your trading seriously. However, if you want to take your trading to the next level, the M's Capital's VIP room is the way to go. It's where I share my trades, my signals. In June, we were up 13%, which is absolutely amazing. It is all documented in the Discord. So if you guys are interested in leveling up your trading, make sure you click the first link in the description. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.